As an endurance athlete and fanatic traveler, I have always enjoyed journeys that challenged the body and mind. When kids arrived, everyone said those days were over, but I have chosen to share a sense of wonder and curiosity for the world. So with a good map and a lot of diapers, we say goodbye to mom and set out to discover together. Why should the adventure stop when the kids arrive? These are the prior adventures. We needed some time in the desert, so, like everyone else, we were off to Palm Springs. We took our trusty Puff Polar bike trailer setup. While most journeys end in Palm Springs, we took a left out of the airport and headed south into the deep desert, intent on crossing the entire Coachella Valley, all the way to El Centro near the Mexican border. The vibe quickly changed as we traded the curated green lawns, millennial playgrounds, and low-density suburbia of Palm Desert and La Quinta for a surprisingly authentic agricultural landscape. Devoid of hotels, our rest for the night was a stunningly underwhelming Airbnb at a working farm that seemingly doubled as a dog kennel. Day 2 started pre-dawn as we had some serious ground to cover. First stop was to win a bet by eating a banana at the oddly specific International Banana Museum. We then began our journey beside the surreal, abandoned folly that is the Salton Sea. Something about the Salton stirs the soul as you consider what series of mistakes, victories, or reevaluations could lead one to take up residence in such a stark and foreboding landscape. Energy was low as we gorged at the Nyland Diner, where a quick left would have taken us to the infamously lawless Slab City community outside of town. But we still had miles to cover, so we kept plugging south through an endless array of watermelon plants and solar panels. Now, Weston and I once did almost 100 miles in a day on the bike while crossing the Cascades to Seattle, but that was a picturesque and exciting route, right out of an REI ad. These 85 miles were somehow harder, a searing, monotonous, windy slog, but they eventually ended in the hard-scrabble ag town of Brawley. With limited food options, we somehow sourced ramen and jarritos for a rousing fiesta in our motel room. Our final day was an easy 20-mile sail down to El Centro, where we embodied a country ballad by catching a Greyhound bus near the border for the ride over the mountains to San Diego and our flight home.